Hello everyone and welcome to this video. A few days ago I had a video about that how you can bypass two-factor authentication on YouTube, and I got a comment here that was bro can hack into two-step but doesn't know where to put this microphone, where to put his microphone. Actually I don't use virtual machines like virtual machines like VirtualBox or VMware to connect to Kali Linux. So in this video you saw it that I moved from my Windows to Kali. I didn't use virtual machine to do that, so I couldn't install it in my main computer, so I had to use it on my laptop, and I couldn't fix everything on my voice on my recording, so sorry for that. And but in this video I wanna show you how you can install the Kali Linux without live boot, without virtual machine, or on your mobile or using cloud. And I wanna work on WSL, how you can install it on your Windows. So if you go to your Kali Linux website, you have WSL here. So I want to show you first. I have Kali here. It's completely a command line of Kali Linux, and I can do everything here, like update, like everything. I can do it here. And something that you saw in the video was that I wrote this command kex win-s, and boom, I'm in Kali Linux, and I have all the items that I need here, all the items of Kali Linux and in updated mode. And I can actually update it if any update happens on Linux. I have all of the application like burp suits that used on that video, and it's faster and has better quality than the virtual machine. You can easily minimize it with Control F8, and you can set out full screen, or you can resize it, or you can even close it easily, and you don't need to do anything. So for this one, when you go to Kali Linux website, you go to download section, you have a lot of options here, and an option is WSL. So it's gonna redirect you to Microsoft Store, and in Microsoft Store, if you search Kali, you will have the Kali Linux here. And once you install it, you will need to set a username and password, and you just have this environment here, and you don't have all the items that you need, all the tools like Nmap that is installed here, but some of them are not available on this one. So for installing the Kali Linux on Windows with virtual interface and using it faster than VirtualBox and have all the items on it, so after installing this Kali Linux, you need to install WinKeyX. So this is the command that I run, and I move to Graphical, and after creating Graphical, you can install all the tools by just one command. So before that, on Windows you need to work on WSL. So just go to learn.microsoft.com and search for WSL and install. So it's let me load my PowerShell here. So you have a PowerShell, and I'm gonna show you which first you need to install the WSL here, and after installing this command, so I have WSL, I think. Let me see what happened if I have it. So it's gonna checking. Oh, it's installing Ubuntu. Actually, I don't need it. And you can install what you want, and you can get the list of it. So let me just see. I think this one is the common. Oh, wait a second. No, it's not. Oh, I think this command is for the list of online ones. Yes. WSL WSL dash list dash online. So if you put this, if you run this command, it should be on PowerShell, and as administrator you can see the available WSLs here. So it's Ubuntu, it was installing, I didn't install it. Debian, Kali Linux, other version of Ubuntu, Oracle Linux, and a lot of them. So you can install what Linux you want, and you can have the graphical interface of that. So after installing WSL, so and this Kali Linux on Microsoft Store, you need to go to kali.org and search for win-kx. So first you need to run this command to update your Kali Linux. So it's sudo needs, oh sorry, I did open the wrong one. So you need to update your Kali Linux here first. So mine is updated, and then you should run this command here, sudo apt install -y kali win-kx. Sorry. When you run this command, you will have the graphical interface of Kali Linux, but there is no any software in it. You just have the graphical interface, and you don't have any actually programs. You see it's empty here. And after installing it's not a long process. It takes about, I think it's about 500 megabytes, so it's not a lot. So after installing that, you need to install all the programs that you want, and all things that you need to complete programs and items that you want. So it's about, I think, 1.5 gigabytes of data it should be downloaded to use this graphical with a graphical Kali Linux with all the programs that you use, all the shells that you use. So you should download default Kali's default tools. I'll put all the links on the description to check it. And when you run this command, it takes about it's about 1.5 gigabytes of download, and after that you will have all the items of Kali Linux, and you can easily run it by keys --win-s. If you run this on your Kali terminal, you have access to all the items and applications here, even more updater. And there is something special here I will show you. So you have Metasploit here, you can run it easily, and it's really faster and more updated than VirtualBox or VMware, because it's working directly on your computer. So you have Metasploit here, you have for web application tags that we used, you have group suite here. You have all items, and it's really easy to use it. And you can click here easily, and it's more updated than other type of Kali Linux, and you can update it even from here. So you can update your package list. Everything is Linux. You have the same one for Ubuntu and other type of Linux that it say. And after that, you can, with minimizing, Control F8, and you see full screen. You can minimize it, or you can even close it. So you have all the items like this one, Metasploit, in the command line of the Windows, and you have it in the Graphical. So it's easy to use, it's faster, it's more actually reliable and more connectable between Windows and your system. So the best part is that you can access the file of your Kali Linux from your Windows. When you install this package, the WSL gonna install this Linux here, and every Linux you install, you will have a folder here like Kali Linux, and you can like let me just take something from my pictures. I want to copy this picture and I want to put it, oh, I don't have access. Let me home Iman, and it should be desktop here. Yes. And again, when you go to, so actually recently Ubuntu installed, I think, but when you move to Kali and keys --win-s, you can easily have the file between your computer and your Kali here. So this is why on that video I couldn't install it, because my graphic card had some problem. I've got 3 monitors actually connected to my PC, and there was a problem. I couldn't install, so I couldn't use it, but it was from a graphic card. But I solved it, and we're gonna have a lot of video of this Kali Linux, and we're gonna use a lot of items in this Kali Linux. We're gonna make a lot of videos. So I put all the links that you will need in description to download. And so is it still here? Refresh it. No, it's not. So let me delete that. So I put all the links in description to install and test it. See, in some of computers you get some errors, so you will face that errors on installing even Kali Linux, because on some type of computers or version of computers, you have to activate this item. Programs and features, turn Windows features on and off. So you have to let me see, where is that? Virtual Machine Platform and Windows Subsystem. Actually, should subsystem for Linux. You should actually activate this on some of the version of Windows, but mine it doesn't. Sorry, it was a notification. But for mine it doesn't need that, so I didn't activate these two items. But before installing the Kali Linux on your Windows from Microsoft Store, make sure you have activated this two item, and you need to restart your PC after installing after turning these features off. So maybe because I've got Hyper-V on my CPU, I wouldn't need that. But if you had error when you were installing Kali Linux, because after you install it from here, you open it, you may get some error. So see what the error is, but before that, activate these two items from Windows Features, Virtual Machine Platform, and Windows Subsystem for Linux. Activate these two items, turn these two features on, because it will be may need, but I didn't activate it because I may have the Hyper-V enable, and this solved my problem. So I put all the links in description, and it's really easy setup. You don't need to do a lot of things. Check how you can install it, and if you have faced any error on installing this Kali Linux or other type of Linux, just comment on the video, and I would appreciate to answer that, because I faced a lot of errors on installing on multi devices, and I actually know all the errors. So I appreciate that. And for that video, I'm really for the video that I had for brute force two-factor authentication, if there was a kind of problem with voice, I'm really sorry for that, because I couldn't install it on my main computer. I had to record it with my laptop, and it was so I couldn't set up my microphone so good. But we're gonna have a lot of video in Kali Linux, and it's gonna be a big actually society of that. So I put all the links in the description, and check whatever you can. And if you had any questions, just comment me. I actually try to read all the comments and answer them. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Put your comments. If you faced any error, just comment me or send me a message.